Hello, loves. Welcome to the Live Your Freedom Now podcast. I'm Megan Colleen Johnson, and this podcast is dedicated to discussing dominant cultural narratives and beliefs, what I call dominant dogma, how this keeps you from thriving in life and business, and how to overcome that dogma by living your freedom now. While this path sounds clean and straightforward, the truth is life and being human is messy. So around here, we value the both and. We'll hold space for where you're at and honor the freedom you'd like to see and feel within yourself. Hit subscribe to stay updated, and for more information about me, my work, and to download my free Freedom Manifesto with all the details on what dominant dogma is, head to megscolleen.com. If you're curious to have the dominant dogma in your life talked about on the podcast, shoot me a text at 312-815-2774 and fill me in. Episode 5, The First Practice of Freedom and What's Coming Next. Hello, creative humans. Today is an exciting day as I share what will be coming over the next 2 months of episodes. Before we get started, here is my environment check-in, so to speak. Today, I am writing from bed. Within my business, I like to refer to my people as helping, healing, and high-achieving humans. And today, I am specifically honoring the healing portion of those titles. Due to various dominant dogma of self-extraction that I used to adhere to and that I was required to adhere to in order to make money, I still navigate migraines and gut dysbiosis. So showing up with integrity sometimes looks like writing from bed, inviting rest, inviting ease into my work process. So that's where I'm at. I am surrounded by lovely linen textures which support and uplift me, a diffuser with eucalyptus oil in it, and the blinds halfway closed to allow just the right amount of light in. I invite you to also notice your surroundings. Notice the textures, the colors, the light and weight of where you are and what's around you. Notice the freedom you have of embarking on this practice, a practice that no one can take away from you. Today, we are going to chat briefly about the first practice of freedom and discuss what is coming over the next 2 months. To start off, let's discuss the first practice of freedom. Within my work, the first practice of freedom that I teach is playful curiosity. We cannot hand back unsupportive dominant dogma, much less find freedom right here and now, if we're not first willing to get curious about our current beliefs and lens on the world. And so, playful curiosity. I like to envision that this practice is like a young child playing in a puddle. They are getting messy, picking up the dirt and muck, learning and exploring all that the puddle has to teach them. And at the same time, they are laughing, giggling, jumping, and feeling fully present in their little human selves. All is welcome. All is valid. This practice is where we get curious about the dominant dogma, both internal and external, which are surrounding and dictating our lives every day. And we are navigating this hand in hand with playfulness, not taking ourselves too seriously, and enjoying each step of the process. Over the next 2 months, the episode topics are essentially an invitation to embark on this first practice of freedom together each week. More specifically, we will be evaluating dominant dogma in online business as I prepare to open enrollment for my 6-month creative business accelerator titled On My Terms. As I previously mentioned, dominant dogma in life and in business can be a bit overwhelming. So in this space, we will get playfully curious together, evaluating the dominant dogma in your world and in your business with compassion and a deep knowing that life is nuanced. In each episode, I will assess the messages we are fed and offer my own invitations based on my perception, which you can take or not based on your own sovereign choice. I will not necessarily label a dominant dogma as good, bad, right, or wrong. That is your job to discern for yourself, and I trust you. From there, if you resonate with my process and my energy, you can continue your journey through my programs and my offerings, where I teach the full process of the 5 practices of freedom. Additionally, from April 1st to May 31st, enrollment will be open for my Creative Business Accelerator on my terms. However you choose to engage with this content and with my offerings, I am already celebrating you. Your choice is an embodiment of living your freedom now. I can't wait to start diving into specific dominant dogma in online business, and until then, remember, freedom is yours. Thank you for joining me for another Live Your Freedom Now podcast episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'm always so grateful for a 5-star rating, and you can learn more about me, my work, and download my free Freedom Manifesto at megscolleen.com. Curious to have the dominant dogma in your life talked about on the podcast? Shoot me a text at 312-815-2774 and fill me in. I'll see you next time, and as always, freedom is yours.